All right, hey everybody. Hopefully this is working. It's only showing me that I have one bar of I have full service, but my thing on StreamYard is showing me one bar. So you'll have to let me know if you can hear me, if everything's all right. So I know that not everybody. Hey Brandon, hey Dispatch. Let me say hey to everybody first. Hey Ezra, hey Vernon, hey Dispatched, hey Holy Moly, Jersey Ray, Chris, LL, Martin. I just scrolled through there real fast. Hopefully, I'm not missing people. Um, Sweet Digs, Mud Swat, Digologist, Hey Juice, um, Carolina Relic Hunter, John. Hey, you can hear me. All right, you can hear me all the way in Maine. Heck yeah, Richie. So basically, what I'm doing here, hey Stuart, hey Matt, is I guess letting you all know what's going on with me. Because right now there's a whole lot that's up in limbo. I don't know. I don't know when I'll get to detect again. I don't know when I'll be doing live digs for you guys. I don't know when I'll be. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's happened. I injured myself. So for those of you all um, who didn't see the community tabs that I've posted out there, I'm just going to kind of fill you all in on what happened. So about 2 weeks ago, I injured myself. My dog got out and I went running after her. And oh heck yeah, you can hear me in the UK. That's awesome. So she when she gets outside, she doesn't like to listen. She just thinks squirrel, rabbit, deer. She doesn't want to listen to me. So she got out, and we were going out to celebrate my birthday that day, and I went running after her, and it felt like somebody threw a baseball as hard as they could into my calf. And it hurt so bad. And it wound up eventually taking me down to the ground. Then I couldn't walk. I had to use a scooter to get around Walmart that night. Like it was not a good experience, but I rested it. I kept it, propped up. I thought, I was doing what was best for my leg, and that, like it really did start feeling better. It wasn't bothering me at all. So then I went to New York, and you can hear me in Color Weirdo. Hey, PA Relic Hunters and PA Patriot. We got a lot of PA in here today. I'm sorry if I'm not saying hi to everybody. I just didn't want to interrupt everybody's story here. But hey, Hunter and Kenny and Kimberly, anybody, Luterate. Sorry if I've missed anybody. But I think I saw G in here. Hey, G. So I was thinking that I was better. I went to the Masters of Metal Mind Lab competition in New York, and it really hadn't been bothering me up to that point. And we were in third place. We were tied on this one part, and we needed to get to the finish line to make third place. So I went to run, and I got like one step in, and it felt like a million times worse than the time before. It felt like somebody shot me in the back of my calf, and it felt like this is too much, sorry, but it felt like the muscle just butterflied itself and came around and smacked me in the side of the leg. And instant tears to the eyes. I made it into that square to make it to get us into third place there, but I couldn't walk out of that little finish line area. So I wound up having to use Charles from Keystone History Hoarders shovel in one hand and my shovel in the other hand. And so instead of crutches, I was using a shovel and into the ground, into the ground, into the ground. That was the only way I could walk. Like people were trying to put my arm around them. Nope, wasn't working. And then Steph Diggs was there. She doctored me up. She nursed, she helped nurse me, get my leg on ice and all this stuff. And that was a horrible ride home, let me tell you. Well, I didn't even make it home. So I made it back to South Carolina and started back home and made it to North Carolina before I had to go to the emergency room. And so when I got there, they were doing a ultrasound on my leg. They were wanting to make sure there were no blood clots, anything like that. And she gets down to my calf muscle, and she still hadn't seen any clots or anything like that. And she was like, uh-oh. And so she basically told me, without being allowed to tell me, that she saw the tear in my calf muscle. And I was like, so I said, I'm not asking you to diagnose me, but can you just tell me, does that machine show you if there's a tear? And she said, oh yeah, you can see that if that's on there. So it wasn't even 5 minutes later that the doctor told me that yes, it was a 3-inch rupture of my calf muscle. Hey Chuck. Hey Matt. Hopefully I can fish. That's my plan. Actually, I plan to fish some more while I'm down and out. Now, how long am I down and out? I don't know. We're gonna find that out from the orthopedic doctor once I can get in there. So, so right now, I'm just hoping you all will still be here. Let me support me, whatever you do, because I don't like. I don't know when I can detect again. I know this is my digging foot. This is my driving foot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, and I hate it because the hay field here at the house is mowed, and this is like I've been waiting for that all year, and perfect opportunity to get these relics, and they just have to stay in the ground. Thank you, Ezra. But thank you all. Thank you so much for the prayers. And I mean, I've got some video content, but I don't have enough to last for how long the injury will be healing. So maybe watching me fish a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know some people. I haven't got to comment back, y'all. I've been in a lot of pain. Like I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this live. I'm not going to lie. I tried to get out of it a couple hours ago, but I'm glad I'm here to tell y'all what's going on. Some horse medicine. Oh man. But yeah, so I've got some other stuff I'm thinking about. I've got a bunch of finds that you all have never seen. I've never put in a video, never been on a community tab. So I may just film some finds. I just gotta, I gotta figure it out, like how to set my camera up, how to hold, I'm working around this injury as much as possible as it is. So I'm learning, you know what I mean? I'll figure out a way to record some footage. But yeah, there's a good chance I might do some fishing stuff. Like I know a lot of people from the fishing community miss my fishing stuff. So oh hey Clayton, it's good to see you. So I'll probably be doing some of that stuff. The raccoons, yeah, you remember that. My poor cooler bag has got raccoon teeth holes where they tried to steal it last time. But so I'm not gonna just disappear. If I hit my other knee with a hammer, you won't feel anything. Oh my gosh, no. No, my other leg hurts a lot, but I think it's from compensating, putting on my weight on that other foot. And so it's trying to take me down. Like by the time that I got to the hospital, you just wouldn't even like I should have taken pictures where y'all could have seen my ankles. Like it wasn't cankles, it was past that. Like I've never seen my feet look like that. But not only that, like they were so swollen and I think it was from being in the car because I went from Friday to I can't even remember my days, like Friday to Monday or something like that. It was 9 hours to South Carolina, then it was 13 and a half hours to New York. Then we stayed in the vehicle overnight and came back. We slept in the vehicle again. I don't know, but we came back 13 and a half hours and then I had 9 hours drive back. So it was, I don't even know how to do that math. It was like 40 something hours in the car. And it was, so my feet did like, they didn't look human anymore. And like the skin felt like it was so swollen. It felt like it was going to rip open. Like I was like, oh my gosh. So luckily I got to stay in a hotel one night and prop my feet up and then I made it home after that. But hope you get fishing again soon. Yeah, I think I can fish. Like that's my plan to do some fishing while I'm healing because I can do that like while resting my foot. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same as trying to put a shovel into the ground. But so the dog, I got the dog. Yes, no blood clots. Yeah, that would have been awful. The dog is fine. She's happy. She so that day, that she got loose, I fall to the ground and she didn't even come back to check on me. She was just like, oh, deer over here. So I eventually did get her to slow down and I caught her. I mean, I was limping like crazy, but that day, I mean, I'm sure I tore it then, but it wasn't as bad as the second time I tore it. And I got a 3-inch rupture in there now, so that's not good at all. But I appreciate you all being here and listening to my crazy story. I took pictures of her ankles with the aerial photograph. I could have. I'm telling y'all, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. So let me tell you the other story. So we got 5 more minutes. Let me tell you the story about my medication. So I'm in North Carolina, and they asked me at the hospital. They said, "So where would you like your prescription to be sent around here so you can pick it up?" I said, "I don't even know where I'm at." Like at that time, I didn't even realize I was in North Carolina. So they were like, "Oh, yeah. So you're in Kentucky." So they sent my prescription home. They said, "You don't need to be taking this medicine while you're driving anyway. So we'll send it to your pharmacy at home. Where would you like it sent?" So I had it sent to my normal pharmacy, and when I was on my way home the next day, I asked my mom if she could pick it up for me because I wasn't going to make it there before they closed. So I said, "Yeah, I haven't seen anything from you. I don't know if you're putting stuff out or not, so I'm going to have to check and see, but it's really good to see you in here, Clayton." But so they didn't have, so they said they were going to send it back home. And I asked mom to pick it up because I wasn't going to make it home in time. And then mom calls me and tells me they don't have your prescription. The pharmacist saw that this was coming from North Carolina, and they called the hospital, and the hospital said you were never here, so they threw your prescription away. So it was a long, drawn out process after that. Like I had to call the hospital and tell them that, they were like, "Well, this is out of state, so it looks fishy that, like you're sending prescriptions back here to somebody or something like that." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no." And so I had to call the hospital. We couldn't get a hold of the hospital. I'm trying to make this story a little less stretched out because it took up until 15 minutes before the pharmacy was closed in order to finally get the medication, but they had to resend it. And when they sent it, a PA sent it, and they said, "Oh, well, you can't get an out-of-state prescription for that from a PA. It's got to be a doctor." So we had to get a doctor to get it. It was just a mess. But yeah, it was. I don't know what's happening here, but maybe I missed something, but that's okay. Y'all can fill me in later. But so yeah, so I finally got my prescription filled, and I told him, I was like, "Look, I'm wearing my hospital band right here. I've got my discharge papers." We had to get them a different phone number for the hospital because we couldn't get a hold of them on that number. The hospital, by the way, best hospital I've ever been to in my entire life. Okay, so Advent Health in Hendersonville, North Carolina. If you ever need to go to the hospital, I 1000% recommend going there. They took very good care of me. I don't even know if I should say this. I'm going to leave them a review, and I don't know if I'm going to leave this part online. They might not like that, but they let me stay the night there even after they discharged me, just to try to rest my feet and get the swelling off there some. So they went above and beyond to take care of me, and I highly recommend that place. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. But anyway, I really appreciate you all being here, listening to my crazy story. The content for the next, month or two may be a little bit different. I'm not really sure exactly what's to come. I also don't know how long I'm down and out. It's all good, y'all. But yes, that hospital was amazing. And I actually picked up a couple of new subscribers. They were excited to hear that I was competing, doing metal detecting. I'm not sure if they'll see this or not, but that's not why I said that hospital was great. I would say it a million times. I'm going to definitely leave them a big old 5-star review. Seriously, if you're ever in that area and you need to go to the hospital, that's the one to go to. No, I was not paid to say this. I'm just saying it because they really, really treated me good. Yeah, I'm hoping to get better fast, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I've got a hunt that I'm supposed to do in a month that I'm still hoping I'll be able to do. It's in the water, but I will talk to the doctor about it before. But I'm not gonna have to dig holes and stuff, for that one. So maybe I'll be allowed. But anyway, so up next we've got Jersey Ray. I've got her up at the top tagged. I was trying to drop her link, but thank you, Clayton. Thank you all. This is the link where you need to go. She starts at 8, which is almost going. Hey, Don R, it's good to see you. Thank you, Kimberly. Oh, I lost my camera. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. There we go. It's back. A personal digger. Hey, now that would be awesome. Hey, Mid-South. It's good to see you. Yeah. If anybody wants to sign up to be my digger, let me swing. Could you imagine holding those crutches and a metal detector? I sure would be the one to try it out though. But okay, so it's 8 o'clock. Click that link. Juice is dropping it. I dropped it. Oh, thank you, Digologist. Yeah, I have an old channel where I used to sing. Maybe I'll sing for you guys in the time period where I'm not digging. Who knows? We'll all find out together. But love y'all. Go see Jersey Ray. Bye, everybody.